For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, game one of the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go down. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
1-0.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's two down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it.
Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base.
These fans don't like to see that because they...
Bottom of the inning, and now here is number 64. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently. Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything.
Number 64, the next to hit. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time.
Swing and a base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. Lau with a relay throw. Slide, save. And it's a one-run game.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two.
Here's some real power at the plate. Number 64. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Ripped into right center for a base hit. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they take a 2-run lead. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. We're on to the 9th in game one. It's the Yankees 5 and the Blue Jays 3.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Yankees. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Garrett Cole.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 2-1. On the ground. To his left. Knocks it down. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. One gone, runner at first. Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees.
The first baseman, number 64.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That one felt good, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Welcome back. Stepping in, number 64. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled.
And here's the first baseman, number 64. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a base hit into right center field. Dominguez coming home. Lau with a relay home. Tag safe at home. And they lead by 2.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there.
And now for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. Back at Yankee Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th. And now, number 64.
The first baseman, number 64.
The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Now it's going to be number 64.
Number 64.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya.
have gotten a jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game. Well, one of the goals in the postseason is to split on the road and play very well at home. They did just that with the win today, evening it up at 1-1.
Well, our scorecards are a mess after this one as we look at the final line.
Yeah, we're going to have to break out that old graphing calculator of yours for this one, Boo. We saw a ton of offense.
I don't think that's how a graphing calculator works, Siggy. And your final 12-10. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get started. And on the mound in this one, James Caprillion.
Well, last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
One down. Number 64 now at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He powers one out to right field, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees.
Number 64.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Start it up.
Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
The right fielder.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
On the ground to first. Takes it himself, and that'll do it. Game 3 moves on to the 4th. Yankees 3 and the Blue Jays 1. And now the first baseman, number 64. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That'll fire up the dugout. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 5-2.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, number 64.
Number 64.
And here it comes. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one away. Man at first, Trace Thompson next up for the Blue Jays.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Trace Thompson.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and it's a double play. Man at first with 1 gone. Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees.
Number 64.
That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself.
Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. Left-hand batter waits. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own, and they're down to their last out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work. Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just to win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch and getting the start, Ross Stripling. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
And up next for New York, number 64.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He leaves the yard to right, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
0-2 away with nobody on. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
The catcher.
Here's the 2-2. On the ground to first, and that chance handled. He steps on the bag, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
The first baseman.
The wide to kick the pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Batting fifth.
Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Now fly ball to right center. Makes the grab on the run, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees, but they still lead it 3-1. Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's the power speed combo. Number 64. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Runner around third. The relay, not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's 6-5.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That ball was
Lau at the plate.
definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
The 0-1. Ground ball could be 2. Volpe. Feed to second. That's 1. And that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Base is empty, 1 away. Next is the speedy first baseman, number 64.
Number 64.
Hey, let her rip one time.
And that one hammered
Get up.
way back there. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-6.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
2 outs, nobody on. And now it's going to be Kevin Biggio.
Third baseman.
0-1 now. Bunt attempt popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Blue Jays go down in order. So the deficit remains 9-6.
Right here,
Number 64 stepping in now for the Yankees.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one is going to go. A 3-run homer, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 13-6. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. I mean, a 3-homer game.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations, boys. Get ready for the ALCS.